they're so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. You damn well know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, 'cause nobody made us. And no one can take this, 'cause we got their fix. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people. Don't mess with this.
Yeah, it is Patrick and the people. It is Friday Eve. It is Thursday, baby. What is up? Rich Rockwell is in the house with me today. What's up, man?
What's up?
How you doing, buddy?
I am doing great, man.
Hell
It feels
yeah.
great to be 39 now.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Thank
It is
you, man.
actually Rich's birthday today, so be sure and wish him a happy birthday. 39.
Yeah, man.
Is that correct? Is that real?
Yeah, that's real. 1986, man.
Man, how about that? 1986. Pretty good year to be born, I guess.
It was, man. I feel like it was.
Yeah.
We're like, what is going on with my headphones?
You probably identify more as a 90s kid, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I know that they throw us in with the millennials now or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but, like, I call myself an old school millennial.
Yeah, no, my wife is similar in that regard. She also is that way.
We, we grew up without the internet and just when it was, starting to really get popular and
Yeah,
stuff.
no,
so.
you actually still remember a time before the internet was everywhere and cell phones were everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Lots to talk about today, lots to get to. We'll make mention a couple things right here at the top. If you do not know, I will be appearing at the Looney Bin May 21st through 25th, and the 25th is the Gateway Show.
That's when it is. Okay.
Yeah,
I had
it's going
some
to be
messages
awesome.
about that yesterday.
Did you?
From fans, they were like, "Hey, what day's the Gateway show that you said you're going on?"
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun, man. That you go out there. There's several comedians that perform. I'll be one of several, and we do 10, 15 minutes each. Then they take you somewhere and allegedly get you more bloat than you've ever been, and you have to come back out and perform again, so you can compare the two performances and see what the impact may or may not be on that. You said the last one you went to, I haven't seen one in person, that it was awesome.
Oh, dude, it was such a good time.
Yeah, it was
Such a
pretty
good time.
fun.
Oh yeah,
Everybody had a great time on it.
it was, and yeah, because not even. I mean, okay, number one, you're of course laughing at the jokes, while everybody's all sober and everything. But then when they went off for the intermission and they came back and they couldn't dude, one dude was just amazed at how slow time was moving.
Oh, yeah?
He got up on the stage, forgot everything.
Everything.
He was just trying to recover and couldn't. And then he told this one story that maybe took him a minute to tell.
Yeah.
And he told it, it hit, everybody laughed. It was a good one. Then he looked up at the clock and he was like, I still have 10 more minutes.
He's like, I still got to talk, man. I got to talk. Yeah, no, it's going to be really interesting. I have a strategy. I'm going in with a strategy, so I feel good about it. Otherwise, more things to let you know. The Blocks, that's BLOX. It's a reality show on Amazon Prime. It just launched the 14th season. We actually are going to film for the next season of The Blocks in May. We'll be gone. Gunner and I will be gone. Everybody else will be here running the show. Rich will be here running things. But we'll be gone May 13th to the May 19th shooting that. So that's pretty exciting. Very excited to be on Amazon Prime on The Blocks. It's an entrepreneurial-based reality show. So, both those things going on. So, check out The Blocks on Amazon Prime if you haven't. And then, of course, I hope you'll come out to the Looney Bin and check out that show or one of them. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a fun week while you're going
Hell
on the
yeah.
Blocks, man.
Yeah, man. You're going to get to do all kinds of stuff.
All right. You're going to leave me here unsupervised?
Unsupervised.
To captain the ship?
That's right. We'll see if it crashes. All right. Let's get into news you can use. The FDA is halting its quality control program for milk and dairy products. The FDA said the Food Emergency Response Network Proficiency Testing Program will eventually continue in another lab, but in the meantime, they'll work with states to protect the milk supply. This comes after 20,000 jobs were cut across the Department of Health and Human Services. The FDA this month also suspended existing and developing programs that test for bird flu in milk and cheese and stuff like that. So this sounds like a story that's scary, but there are already methods in place on a state level that do a lot of these things, and they're just going to work through that until they figure it out.
Gotcha.
You can work for Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes.
What?
The Kansas City Chiefs stars are proud owners of the new Steakhouse 1587 Prime, and they're hiring. Of course, you got to live near Kansas City. There are a few jobs: ops manager, bar manager. You won't necessarily meet Mahomes and Kelce, but you could say you work for them. I guess that'd be kind of cool, huh?
I mean, hey.
Taylor Swift dethroned as the youngest self-made woman billionaire in the world.
Ooh.
Forbes first reported her billionaire status in 2023. Now the outlet gives the title to 30-year-old Lucy Guo. She's the co-founder of Scale AI. They estimate she's worth $1.25 billion. She's now one of only 6 self-made women billionaire on the planet who are under 40. Out of those 6, 2 of them are big-name artists, Taylor Swift and Rihanna. Guo responded to the news, too bad it's only on paper.
I see a collaboration song coming.
No, you don't want to see that. I like Rihanna a lot. I don't want her to work with Taylor. Southwest Airlines says it's going to offer fewer flights in the second half of the year. They're making the change because fewer people are booking flights within the U.S. They also announced it expects to earn less money per ticket, up to 4% less than last year. Other airlines, United, Delta, etc., cutting back due to the uncertain economy. Flight cuts are in part due to the uncertainty about the economy with travelers as well. Many are opting to pause expensive vacations. So,
my vacations have been on a permanent pause since I can't even remember.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. And again,
I go on vacation through YouTube.
This won't last all that long. All of this shock and awe, everybody gets to tripping. But if you've seen this guy operate before, you know how he operates. If you think about it, he's going to come in real hot and heavy. He's going to try to land everything he can. Then he's going to dial things back and get into whatever the routine is.
Right.
That's just how it's going to be. So, hang on for another 3 months, and all this bumpy stuff will be somewhat smoothed out, I believe. Demi Moore probably didn't have being the it girl of 2025 on her bingo card, but apparently here she is. She's 62 on the cover of People's World's Most Beautiful 2025 issue. So there you go. She's had quite the comeback. She got off into drugs for some length of time.
Yeah.
Kind of derailed her career, and then, has pulled it out of the ditch and back into the mainstream and is doing quite well, it looks like.
Well, yeah, she's, I think she's going to return for season 2 of Landman.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's on there. So.
That's a big deal, huh?
It's a hit show right now. And
it sure is.
A lot of people are looking forward to that second season. So, yeah, I'd say...
Billy Bob's a compelling dude. He is, man. He's interesting. Little Caesars has a new creation, but it's not pizza. They're launching their own reality competition show called Pretzel Crust Island. Comedian Flula Borg will host that. It'll feature 4 contestants competing in fan-inspired challenges. It'll air as 4 episodes on Little Caesars' YouTube channel. That sounds phenomenal, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's where everybody's headed, to Little Caesars' YouTube channel, right? That's where you rock, right?
Way to try and be creative and make yourself relevant, but come on,
Man, that's a tough one.
Everybody knows what Little Caesars is. Little Caesars is the bargain pizza that when you've just given up on everything and you're broke, hey kids, we got pizza.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Vice President J.D. Vance issued a warning yesterday that the U.S. will withdraw from peace negotiations between Russia and Ukraine unless both agree to a ceasefire very soon. He was speaking from India, said the U.S. has presented a clear proposal, expects a prompt response. The plan involves freezing territorial lines near the current positions, requiring both Ukraine and Russia to relinquish some control over contested areas. The administration is growing pretty impatient, with what's going on, as you can imagine. And I saw that overnight, the capital city was hit very hard in Ukraine, and several are probably dead. Listen, the Zelensky is he's out of control. His ego's out of control, man. Look, he's power hungry. He's maniacal with power. He's drunk with power. He's drunk with money, and he doesn't want to give it up. And he keeps running his mouth instead of trying to actually bring peace. And that's why he got hit so hard overnight. I'm not saying I agree with them bombing people. I'm just saying the guy doesn't show any kind of inclination to actually end this problem. And that is a problem because ultimately, look, if everybody was being honest right now, there's no world that exists where Ukraine could actually beat Russia if they brought everything they had at them. If Russia brought whatever they had in the stock, they'd just roll over Ukraine. It'd be done. So, in spite of what's going on, they've shown some restraint there.
Yeah.
You know, and this guy's like a chihuahua that's gotten off the leash, and he's got his tooth stuck in the tire, and it's going around banging his head into the ground, and he don't even know it.
And, like, I'm not, you know, whatever. I'm going to just say it. But, like, we can't just take him out.
Well, we put him in. I mean, we propped him up.
No, man.
Oh,
I mean, we can't.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Out. Like,
not conveniently, not conveniently at this moment. No, if maybe a year ago, maybe a year from now.
I mean,
but not right now.
Accidents happen, man.
Well, they do. Right? I mean, maybe they can get some Mission Impossible type shit popped off, and just anything could happen, right? Fast moving.
We wake up one day and war's over, and he tripped and fell down some stairs. Oh,
could happen. Yeah, maybe he gets hit in the bomb. A fast-moving wildfire in New Jersey's now burned over 13,000 acres, one of its largest in 20 years. It's known as the Jones Road wildfire. Started Tuesday, and it was dry conditions and strong winds. About 5,000 people evacuated, but that was lifted later. The fire threatened about 1,300 structures, led to a temporary closure of a stretch of the freeway. All right.
Wow.
Pope Francis is lying in state, so that means you can, expect big crowds of people to go up and see his body or whatever. He's at St. Peter's. The funeral is Saturday at 10 a.m. in St. Peter's Square. He'll be buried in the Basilica of St. Mary Major in Rome.
Oh, thank you for letting me know that.
Yeah,
I needed to.
Well, you're going to visit him, right?
Right. I'm planning on hopping on the plane today.
I mean, why wouldn't you? What's your problem, man?
I'm sorry.
Pope 8. Let's see. 12 U.S. states filed a lawsuit against the administration in court yesterday challenging the legality of the tariff policy.
Oh, it must be Thursday.
Yeah, exactly. Columbia University once again finds itself at the center of student protests. Students plan to establish new tent encampments on Columbia's campus to protest the ongoing war in Gaza and the university's response to student activism. Listen.
Yes, by all, go ahead, man. I was just going to say, by all means, I want to hear the opinions of the
18, 19, 20-year-olds
that are, all going
radical kids who got no skin in the game.
Exactly, that are in college with their parents' money, and partying. Yes, because your opinion is
no. Man. You just came from a frat party and you're still half drunk, and you're telling me what I need to do. Shut up, man. Sit down. Go sit down somewhere. Go learn something. Get a job.
I just cannot wait to hear what wisdom you have to bestow.
I don't know when that riots, what university kids thought ever was critical to how things were operating. And that's not a disrespect, a lot of them are great young people, but
absolutely
they don't, no life experience. You're not there.
Right.
You hadn't been there. So you got to wait, before you're going to be taken with a lot of credibility. According to the FBI's annual Internet Crime Report released yesterday, scammers took $4.8 billion off older Americans. That's a significant portion of the $16.6 billion lost nationwide to fraud. 33% increase from 2023. Investment scams particularly damaging. $6 billion across age groups.
Wow.
Business email compromise schemes, another $2 billion. Tech support scams, $1 billion. Other common frauds include toll scams, emergency scams where callers pose as relatives in distress. The FBI receives an average of 800,000 cyber fraud reports per year. The average victim loses at least 20 grand.
Dang.
That's a lot of damn money.
A lot of money, man.
800,000 at an average of 20,000 lost. Man, y'all quit giving your money to people. Here's some good news. A 22-year-old Welsh man being held a hero. He rescued a mom and her 1-week-old baby from a brutal dog attack. William Newberry delivering gifts for the newborn when he heard screams saw inside the home. Couldn't get through the front door, so he climbed through a window. Inside, Emily Drew was trying to protect her baby from 3 Staffordshire Bull Terriers. Newberry distracted the dogs, helped the mom pass the baby out the window to safety. During the struggle, he was attacked and had several injuries, including permanent damage to fingers on his left hand.
Dang.
But they called him a true hero. He saved 2 lives. I mean, that's,
awesome job, man.
Yeah, if there's 3 dogs and you're going into, that's impressive. Good job, man. Sorry about your fingers and whatnot. If you care, the American Music Award nominees are in. Kendrick Lamar leads the pack with 10.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because right now it's really fashionable to hate Drake. So,
right.
Yeah. Artist of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year. Post Malone's got 8 nominations. Billie Eilish, Chappell Rowan, Shabuzi tied for 3rd with 7 nods each. And Taylor Swift down there at the bottom with only 6. She's got to be real sad today.
Boy, it's just a rough day for Taylor, man. She gets knocked off the billionaire female list, and
yeah,
and now is the least amount nominated for awards.
Listen to this, man. Who's on a PR campaign to try to clean up their image? The American Music Awards will be live in Vegas, May 26th, hosted by Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, okay.
J-Lo's going to host something. Now, come on, man. You know you're on a PR campaign run when you're hosting the American Music Awards and you're J-Lo.
Right.
J-Lo should be that performer that comes out and everybody loses their mind. Instead, you're going to host it, try to cut jokes and whatnot. That'll be interesting to see. All right, let's. That is too long.
That's all the nominations.
Yeah, let's see. Here is, I will say, favorite rock song nominated: Green Day, Dilemma; Hozier, Too Sweet; Linkin Park, The Emptiness Machine.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Miles Smith, Stargazing, and Zach Bryan, Pink Skies. Is the Emptiness Machine that good of a song, people?
I haven't
heard it.
But
I don't know. I mean, I'm intrigued by it.
I do kind of got to wonder with that, because that's still, recent, of course, and we were just talking about that a little while ago with the new, lead singer, the new female lead singer. So, I mean... For all those that have said, hey, it just kind of sounds like karaoke, they're getting nominated for an award. They must be doing something right.
Maybe, yeah. I don't disagree. Riot Fest celebrating its 20th anniversary with a massive lineup in Chicago's Douglas Park from that's September 19th through 21st. So Blink-182, Weezer, Jack White, Green Day closing out the festival Sunday. It's going to have over 90 acts, all kinds of music. You know how these things go.
Oh, yeah.
So, just a ton of different people, like, even the Beach Boys, Weird Al Yankovic, Bad Religion, the Dropkick Murphys. I mean, a lot of cool people, but 3-day general admission prices start at $300.
Jeez.
Start at $300.
And all these old groups coming back, though. When are they going to bring back the Warped Tour?
I don't know.
Remember that, man? That was always a good time.
The first trailer for Predator Badlands is out. The twist is this. Predator chapter, a human and a predator team up. The film stars Ellie Fanning and Demetrius Schuster Kolamatangi.
God, what a name.
And is set in the future. A young predator outcast from the clan finds an ally in a human, and they are trying to face off against a bigger foe. Let me tell you the problem I have with this. This predator, it looks different than other predators, and it's not in a good way. This predator looks less like it might want to kill you, hunt you down and kill you, and more like it might want to report you to the manager. It looks like the Karen predator. It is the predator, Karen of predators. It just is sad looking, to be honest. I looked at it and I was like, man, that's not even scary. It looks like you got a bad haircut. Are you wearing a rat tail? Literally? What is it? When did rat tails come back? What is going on here? I put the picture over on my Facebook page. I just laughed. I was like, man, I don't know what's going on here. They trying to bring a new, softer side of the Predator. Maybe they put some makeup on it or something, a little lipstick.
Yeah,
Jesus,
I was looking at your comments that you were,
Yeah, it's something, isn't it?
Said like it looks like he's about to say you're canceled for insensitivity.
Right, yeah, but still just a little nervous to tell you. It turns out the police just won't look the other way when someone says their mom passed away after an attempted exorcism.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's right. At 1:30 in the morning, Fort Worth, Texas responded to a home and were greeted at the door by 23-year-old Alexander Taylor Valdez. When he opened the door, he was holding a Bible and had blood on his face, hands, and torso. When asked what happened, he said he was performing an exorcism and was trying to do witchcraft to kill his mom. Reportedly, police were called after he'd sent a picture of what he'd done to a friend in a Snapchat group.
Wow.
We may have to lay that one out a little more later. That's pretty wild. Mom, I think you got demons. I'm going to have to do an exorcism. I'm sorry about all that.
Yeah, like...
That is wild, isn't it? Wow. The life of a chick...
Always crazy.
Right. Chick-fil-A delivery driver order was saved thanks to a fast-acting police officer. This is in New Jersey. In the middle of the delivery, the car of the DoorDash driver broke down. Officer Mike McHenry leaped into action, said nobody wants cold Chick-fil-A, and he went ahead and completed the delivery. He didn't say if he got a tip or not. That's great. Hey, it'd be weird, but I'd be glad you brought it and it wasn't cold.
I mean, right?
You know. Oregon released its most termite-infected cities, and congratulations, we're not on it. According to this, it's Miami, L.A., Tampa, D.C., Orlando, West Palm Beach, Houston, San Diego, Baltimore, and Dallas. So we did not make the top 10. No, we did not.
Good job, Arkansas. Stay clean.
If you've ever wondered what the big deal is about space exploration, here's one possible answer. NASA's Messenger spacecraft sent back data suggesting that Mercury has a diamond layer up to 10 miles thick beneath the crust. Scientists believe that in Mercury's early history, the carbon-rich magma ocean cooled, causing lighter carbon to rise up, while heavier carbon sank and crystallized into diamonds. So, in other news...
Kay's going to be on that so quick.
What?
By next year around Christmas time, you're going to be hearing, like, take their breath away with the new Mars time.
No. In other news, Kelsey Travis just bought Mercury, put it on a ring for Taylor Swift.
There you go.
She's now wearing Mercury on her finger.
Dude, Latasha is tearing into... Taylor on comments.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
Well, she said, basically everybody's starting to see Taylor as whack. And Little Doggy said, Taylor's one heck of a performer. He doesn't like her music, but she puts on a great show. Latasha said, Taylor's just another Britney Spears and Katy Perry. They can't sing for shit. They're good performers, and they put on shows people love. She's not on the Taylor train.
No, I can get that. I don't like Katy Perry. I don't know anybody that does.
But she flew to space,
But I do think she can sing. I mean, I do think she sings well.
Well, yeah, with auto-tune, anybody sounds
well,
good.
I don't know if she uses that or not. If you ever wanted to be a Bond villain, here's your chance to take big steps in that direction. United Spaceports in Vegas is offering a $5.5 million package for private individuals to own a military-grade satellite called the Black Star 1000. It includes the satellite, a launch into orbit via SpaceX, and a ground control station. Comes equipped with AI power, a cryptocurrency wallet, Earth observation and space viewing cameras, secure communication, and even solar panels. Additional features like geostationary orbit placement, in-flight connectivity for private jets are available at an extra cost. So if you want to own a satellite, there you go.
Okay.
You got $5.5 million?
Yeah, man. Let me just run out to the ATM real quick.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's going to take you too long. Somebody will buy it. In an effort to raise awareness for the endangered Eurasian curlew, that's a bird, a man undertook a 53-mile journey dressed in a bird costume he himself made over 3 days. He did it to highlight the declining population of this species, which is apparently endangered.
Okay.
Yeah, so in a bird suit, no less.
And right.
I hope that worked for him.
I wonder if he felt like he was getting fried. I said, I wonder if he felt like he was getting fried.
A 44-year-old from Brooklyn admitted to running a cocaine delivery service in East Hampton, New York. That was probably a very popular service. Very popular. Right there with pizza in New York.
Dine a line?
Right, dine in line and dine. He pleaded guilty to criminal sale of a controlled substance. Prosecutors revealed that he operated a phone-based ordering system delivering to cocaine and customers in East Hampton and nearby. The district attorney's office said the operation was active during summer of 2022 when he was making deliveries himself. He's scheduled in May and faces up to 10 years in prison for his participation in the gig economy.
That's great. It's awesome. Like a large pizza, please, with, let's go ahead and make it an 8-ball lovers.
Yeah, let me get an 8-ball and 3-meat treat. 33-year-old USPS worker arrested in Melbourne, Florida, driving under the influence while delivering mail. Is it really that important? Don't drive that fast. I mean, according to police, Dye accepted an invitation to a house party during deliveries and consumed a couple shots of vodka. After that, she was observed driving her mail truck erratically, swerving, entering the wrong lane, and throwing plastic cups out the window. When stopped by the officer, she appeared confused and admitted to drinking at the party, claimed she had swished water in her mouth to mask the smell of alcohol. She nearly hit multiple vehicles, and she's been charged with DUI and booked into jail.
Who is partying in the middle of the day?
I don't know, man.
Sees the mail person come up and is like, hey,
get in here.
Come on in, man.
No, you're going to ask the mail person if you see him. But to your point, who's having a party at that time of day?
Right.
What kind of life do you have that you can party like at 11 in the morning or whatever?
Seriously, because they always come in the middle. Yeah.
Tonight's NBA playoff action: the Knicks at the Pistons. That series tied 1 apiece. The Thunder and the Grizzlies. Thunder whooped ass on the Grizzlies, and will keep doing it. The Nuggets and Clippers, they're tied 1 each as well. So Pistons, Knicks, and Nuggets, Clippers should be good games.
Tasha said she wonders how long his business lasted and then who snitched on him about the cocaine dealer.
Right. Somebody feels like
she
got
shorted.
Trying
to get the inside scoop, man. She's like, damn, that's a good idea.
No, it really was. We just need to do an autopsy on how he failed so we you don't have the same problem. So we won't make the
same mistake.
That's right. You're going to have some kind of
death.
Some kind of gaps that don't connect the dots directly to you. So you need an intermediary to place the order through. You know what I mean? All right, so you got 4 games making up Thursday's arsenal from the NHL. Panthers, Lightning, Leafs, Senators, Knights, Wild, and Jets, Blues. So if you're a hockey fan, there you go.
Woo.
Yesterday, another day of sordid details. This lawsuit against Shannon Sharp's heating up quite a bit. Tony Busby is the attorney for Gabriella Zuniga, formerly known as Jane Doe, countered Sharp's release of text messages with some text messages that were provided by his client. He says these texts show Zuniga confronting Sharp over the assault, with her at one point reminding him that no means no. These texts were used to counter texts posted by Sharp while showing the alleged kinky and consensual nature of their relationship. Later, Busby put out another statement regarding an attempt by Sharp to reach a financial settlement before all this hit the fan. According to Busby, his client already shot down a $10 million settlement offer. In Busby's eyes, this tactic is at odds with Sharp's claim that the allegations are meritless. She turned down $10 million. She thought she'd get more money, or she really feels, she believes it is true.
Right. Well, and I thought I heard yesterday somewhere that whatever he's associated, because I don't know a lot about him, but whatever he's associated with, let him go or fire
on ESPN, did they?
Yeah. I don't know if it's true. I'll have to look it up and see.
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't seen that, but it could be true. There's overbilling, and then there's this. The fans of the Baltimore Orioles and Washington Nationals were thrilled to learn that MASN Plus was going to offer live streaming of their teams for $20 a month or $89 for the whole season. Then some reports started coming out of social media. Reportedly, somebody didn't put a decimal point in the right place. Fans have been hit with fraud alerts, phone calls from their banks, or straight up hit with credit card charges of $8,999. Fortunately, the issues have been resolved, and reps say affected customers were issued appropriate refunds. Yeah, no, you just probably screwed up my life if you did that. You probably made me bounce everything in the bank, everything coming through. If you just automatically go take $9,000 out.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm
screwed, man.
Yeah, I'm done.
No, you're gonna have to do more than just put the money back. You're gonna pay some fees.
Yeah, all the
you're gonna explain some things, because I was already on a payment arrangement, with the electric company as it was. And I told them I'd have it within 2 weeks. Now it's going to be another week.
And they're not going to believe me when I say it was because of the MLB Network.
No, they don't care about that. They don't care about your baseball addictions, All right. Listen, if you are looking for a great car, just look at your car when you walk outside this morning. Just look at it. Aren't you done? Aren't you like, it's time. It's time. Go to Fitz Auto. Because you're not going to feel guilty about the vehicle you buy and the payment that you have, because it's not going to be the typical giant payment that new cars come with. I mean, look at an average of $49,000 for a new car. Do the math on that payment. You don't want it. Go to Fitz Auto. It's already depreciated the right amount. So now you're getting the best value, low mileage cars, beautiful vehicles, any kind of vehicle you can imagine. 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock, or online at fitzauto.com. Let's take a quick break, shall we?
Let's do it. Why not?
Yeah, I think it'd
Good
be
morning,
great.
everybody.
Let's do it.
Punch the clock, it's Friday. We getting together tonight. Hit the liquor store, dispensary, gonna get our heads right. A little chill in the air, bonfire and plenty of wood. Laura let down her hair. No, it's about to get good. Got a bonfire in the backyard. Oh yeah, chugging and chiefing. Passing bottles and blunts, getting deep into the evening. Everybody staying all the way to the end. Tell your mama and your cousin and all of your friends. Got the whiskey, some decent wine, and oh yeah, tequila. Tonight it's money well spent, but the morning may kill ya. Every time one goes empty, here comes another keg. It's only 9 and Billy just fired up another hog leg. Got a bonfire in the backyard. Oh yeah, chugging and chiefing. We're passing bottles and blunts, getting deep into the evening. Everybody staying all the way to the end. Tell your mama and your cousin and all of your friends. We broke our backs all week to rock this backyard party. We made it to the weekend. It's all Blizzies and Bacardi. Got a bonfire in the backyard. Oh yeah, chugging and chiefing. We're passing bottles and blunts, getting deep into the evening. Everybody staying all the way to the end. Tell your mama and your cousin and all of your friends. Y'all come on and bring a little something with you.
All right, we are back.
Smooth ending.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a smooth ending right there. Listen, here in a little bit, I want to update you on our ongoing story that we broke about the big three. What is going on here? What camera? Hold on. What? There we go.
What?
Follow up on that story, the big three.
Yeah, man, new developments.
Yeah,
I mean,
more new developments that, listen, we have rattled some cages. I'm not kidding you. And I'm talking about us, Patrick and the people. We have rattled cages. We have broke through something, and the big three is talking. All the owners and investors are talking. I mean,
I don't want to ruin
it's
anything,
heated.
But there was there was that one. Like, it's rattled so many cages that there was an account that was created.
Yes, just to communicate with us.
But just has, like, no...
Yeah, as a matter of fact, if you can find that and pull that up for us, that'd be great.
Okay.
Because I don't have it right in front of me. But I do want to tell you guys this story because I'm very confused by it. And this is going to put me clearly in the camp of you don't get it. And I know that, all right? Maybe y'all can help me understand it. Maybe I'm just too dumb. As you may know, and you probably don't know, and unless you're a fan of Big Brother UK, and the only Big Brother that sucks is the UK version because, well, there's no competition in it at all.
Oh, okay.
It's not a competition. So it's real weird, it's real long, it's real dry. But JoJo Siwa, now, everybody knows her from that kids show she was part of, right? Isn't that right? Where she
wasn't she like on like the Dance Moms or something?
No. JoJo Siwa was a kid star, kind of a Hannah Montana-ish type thing, I think.
Oh, okay.
But apparently after Thursday or Tuesday night's live eviction, the 21-year-old star has officially made it to Friday night's final. It seems as though she's used her time in the house to really understand who she is as a person. And last week, divided viewers when they aired emotional scenes that showed JoJo questioning her gender identity.
Wait, what?
Yeah. She and Love Island star Chris Hughes were brought to the diary room to speak to Big Brother after they broke rules by communicating in code. Big Brother asked the pair what the secret message was, to which JoJo admitted it's something I'm not ready necessarily to be open about or upfront about, but it has to do with gender and how do I feel. Let's put it this way. It's a lot. Apparently she broke down and explained that she said essentially you have a female, you have male. I've met a lot of females, love them, don't feel like them. Met a lot of males, love them, definitely not them. Met a lot of people in my life that are non-binary, and these beautiful non-binary people are who I feel most like. And I don't know, it's not something I want to say about myself, but something confusing and probably why we were talking about it last night. So
does the dude like?
Well,
is he?
This is the thing. She's been
I don't understand.
Clearly processing all this in the Big Brother house. She revealed late last night, being on the show, and this is the quote that got me. You ready for this one, man? Being on the show made her realize she isn't lesbian but queer. Huh?
What?
Huh? What?
Isn't that the same thing? It's just a different...
Hold on.
I'm not trying to be insensitive here.
Nor am I, but I don't understand either. I'm not lesbian. I'm
I thought
queer.
That was the same...
Yeah, I mean
just
okay, now,
word,
are we going back to the original definition of odd? I'm queer, I'm odd? I'm just odd?
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Is that what she's saying? Because otherwise, it's like saying, I'm not black, but I'm really, 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 really dark brown. You know, I'm not white, but I'm Blanca. You know, I mean, it seems to be a little opposing to me. She was opening up to a drag performer, Danny Beard. I feel so queer, you know what I mean? I think that's the thing. I've always told myself I'm a lesbian. And I think being here, I've realized, I'm not a lesbian, I'm queer. And I think that's really cool. Man, what is going on? What is happening in people's brains right now? Is there some kind of fungus?
What is the...
Is this The Last of Us? Is that what's going on? I started watching that show, by the way.
Last of Us?
The Last of Us.
Yeah, is it good?
Yeah.
It's another zombie kind of thing.
It is.
Right?
It is with Pedro Pascal in the lead.
Okay.
And he's really good. Yeah, no, it's good. I've enjoyed it so far. It's pretty riveting, pretty compelling show. I mean, like you said, it is a zombie program, and it's not like we have a shortage of zombies, but I do love Pedro Pascal. What?
Okay.
What, man?
That makes sense. I guess.
All right, well, help me understand.
Queer is our new, is their version of bi.
Oh.
So
what?
it says here, yeah. So it says, so like, have you ever come,
well, I know what
bisexual, you know.
What okay,
yeah.
of
so
course
that's what
I
queer
do.
is now. So according and again,
a minute. Why can't we just go back to the original 3 straight bi gay? I mean, really, doesn't that look? Can't bi just encompass everything else?
Well, I mean,
just put everything in that blanket.
Right.
Let's make it easy for everybody. Okay, I'm straight. I like the opposite sex. I'm gay. I like the same sex. Or I'm in the middle. I'm not sure what I like, or I like everything. Wouldn't that work?
That's yeah.
Yeah, you did have chocolate, you got vanilla, you got Neapolitan. End of story. That's it. That's all you need. Okay, you just say I'm Neapolitan. That's it. I'm the Neapolitan. I got all the flavors.
I agree.
Okay, hey, I can understand that.
Yeah.
But when you say I'm not lesbian, I'm queer, it hurts my brain. Like I felt, I was like, man, did I wake up somewhere different today?
Well, I had to look it up because I was like,
well, I'm glad you did. I guess that's what that is.
Yeah,
that's so weird to me.
And again, not being insensitive here.
No, I'm not being insensitive. I just didn't understand. And
it says lesbian is a specific sexual orientation describing a woman who is romantically or sexually attracted primarily or exclusively to other women.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Queer is a broader, more fluid term that encompasses a range of non-heterosexual or non-cisgender identities. It's often used by people who don't fit into categories like lesbian, gay, and bisexual.
Neapolitan.
Let's
just Neapolitan. Let's make it easy. I'm chocolate, I'm vanilla, I'm Neapolitan. Pick one, and be done.
So it sounds like what happened is JoJo
must have got worked up by somebody in the house there.
I think the dude in the picture that has his arm around her or whatever.
Yeah, she might have had a little feeling, a little tingle where it dingles. And
all of a sudden she went, whoa, wait a minute.
Maybe I'm not.
I want some sausage in my life.
Yeah, I may have changed my mind about this vegan thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what it sounds like.
It does sound like maybe she got a little turned.
In other news, it sounds like JoJo is just trying to figure out a way to
stay relevant.
And we are all sitting here talking about her, and in 2 days, everybody's not going to freaking care.
Yeah, well, that's probably more the case.
Yeah.
So now we've talked about 2 things that I would never have guessed yesterday would come out on this show, which is Taylor Swift and JoJo Siwa.
See, man.
So you just never know what's going to happen on this show, right? And now I'm sure the Swifties and whatever the Siwa fans are,
they're going to our
what are they, the seahorses?
Right,
is that what they're called?
Is that?
Or is that what her fans are, the seahorses?
You would know.
Sea hags? I don't know. I'm guessing.
No, you would.
Don't play me, son.
I saw you yesterday.
Man, listen.
We were pulling out. You had your window cracked. You were bumping some Taylor Swift.
No, I sure was. Bad Blood.
Yeah.
That's what I was bumping at the top, the highest my speakers would go, and I was singing at the top of my lungs. I think was Bad Blood. I'm in the mud, smoking a dub. I don't know how it goes. Something like that, right? Ain't that the song?
I don't know.
I'm just guessing. I have no idea. Governor Hot Wheels, she found out she likes the peen, but also finds women attractive. Yeah,
I mean, that's basically...
Shocking. You just described every woman on the planet.
Right.
Listen, every woman, I don't remember who the comedian is that says it, but it is really almost true. Every woman, you get 2 or 3 drinks in them, and they'll be a little bi. That's just how it works.
That's just...
They hug their friends. They start kissing their friends. They start lap dancing their friends. Listen, that's why do you think guys go to bars, man? Why do you think that happens? Come on. Because that might pop off any second.
Out a formula.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, come on, man. I mean, now you don't see it as often with dudes. You don't go to the club and see a group of dudes. They have a few drinks and all of a sudden start lap dancing and kissing each other.
Right.
But I'm sure somebody might enjoy that. Not me, but somebody would.
Little doggy said dancing with their arms above their heads.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
that is
right.
The go-to move. Like the drink goes in, and then they, I don't understand.
They look like the thing on the car lot. The blow up thing.
Inflatable tube.
Yeah, the wavy inflatable tube guy. It's such a new world, man. It is, and that's great. You know, I celebrate everybody. I don't want to shame anybody for being who they are.
Just why?
But I mean, do we have to? Can we just
apparently
communicate in a term everybody can understand?
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
It wasn't broken.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody fit into a nice category.
Right. We knew. We understood how it was going. Oh,
it's like, oh, no.
You like everybody.
Yeah.
That means there's a chance.
Yeah. And now, you know, it's like, no, I have to have my own special category. I'm like, but do you?
Right.
Why? You're in the middle somewhere. If you don't just like girls or you don't just like dudes, then you're somewhere in the middle, right?
I'm not currently single. I'm rich attracted.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I mean, isn't that fair? You're somewhere in the middle if you don't like one or the other.
I would think, like you said, man.
Yeah. I mean, the only other.
I don't disagree with you. It's too much.
Every once in a while, people would say someone's asexual. Okay, like a nun.
Yeah.
You know, okay, we get that. We'll take that every once in a while.
All right.
But again, the rest of them, it's some variation. Yeah, no, I like girls with penises.
Right.
Okay, you're bi.
Right.
I like guys with vaginas. You're bi. That's cool.
Right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just fit right there. Fit under that blanket, under that umbrella. Yeah, no, I like everybody. You're bi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
everybody wants their own little umbrella.
Yeah, no, I specifically like men who identify as a platypus.
Right.
Yeah, and I want to be recognized for that specifically. No, that's great. We'll all try to keep up with it. Tell me again your pronoun. Never mind. I don't want to know. I'm sorry.
I'm a platysexual.
Platysexual. No, that's top notch right there. Platysexual. Yeah. Let's keep the celebrity thing going. Interesting story here, and good for him. I'm happy for him. Nashville native country pop rap rock superstar Jelly Roll, with support from a growing global network of friends, civic leaders, music industry executives, may see his criminal record cleared.
Oh.
That's right. Membership has its privileges.
Right.
On April 22nd, the Tennessee Board of Parole recommended a pardon for the 40-year-old formerly often incarcerated performer, government name Jason DeFord. The final decision regarding the pardon now belongs to Governor Bill Lee. The board held a 2-hour meeting, hearing and deliberations, including testimony from Sheriff Darren Hall, who cited the performer's growth in a jail he manages. This was incredible. I pray this goes through, but today was special for me regardless, Jelly Roll said. Listen, I am thrilled for him, but I'm like, you know, see what a hit song will do for you?
Has he sold out?
No, he's not. No, hell no, he's not selling out. Look, I mean, why wouldn't you take? If they want to give me a pardon, I'm not going to refuse them.
Absolutely.
My dignity will not allow me to accept that pardon. No, screw that. I'm taking it. I don't blame him. But I'm like, yeah, it does help to have a few hit songs.
Right.
Because you think everybody was lining up to pardon Jelly Roll before he had a couple hit songs?
No, absolutely not.
No, he was just another thug criminal, right?
Right.
Now, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, no, who could ever charge Jelly Roll? We love Jelly Roll, hell, you know? Yeah, he killed a couple people. What's the big deal?
Hey, man,
he was young.
He made it up.
He stabbed their eyes out. I mean, but he's got, man, come on.
Albums and made everybody.
He didn't do any of that stuff, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's see. He said,
no, absolutely. I mean, great for him. It, true, from the rags to riches success story. Obviously, I just,
says Jelly Roll's seeking a pardon not just because of his desire to be an inspiration for people who are now where I used to be, to let them know change is possible. He also plans to take that message through the power of music and faith through the rest of the world, God willing, to go do missionary work in his 50s and 60s. Man, yeah, that sounds, he's forecasting here. See, if you do this now, later, when I'm 50 or 60, I'm going to do some missionary work too. To perform in Canada, he requires a special permit that can include long wait times for a decision.
Patrick does missionary work.
So a lot of this has to do with him being able to perform places that won't allow it because of his record. So, for all the good, it's really about somebody in a town going, I want Jelly Roll to come here. Well, he can't. I'm
can't.
sorry.
Yeah.
What do we need to do? Pardon him.
Right.
Get Jelly Roll on this stage now.
Like,
I want him on the stage now. He killed 8 people. Doesn't matter. Is he going to sing that one song, the Save? What is it called?
Save Me?
No, I don't. Maybe that's it. Yeah, it's a good song though.
Oh, okay.
You know the big one. I Need a Favor. That's what it's called.
Oh.
Yeah,
I got what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. The I Need a Favor vocalist appeared in D.C. at Capitol Hill's Dirksen Senate Office building to testify in a hearing to the Senate about stopping the flow of fentanyl, public awareness, and things of that nature. What?
Dude, these comments.
What about it? What have I done?
You know.
What did I do? Did I mess things up? Are people mad? What did I say?
It's like a separate show within the show, you know.
Oh,
we're all listening to you too, but the comments are just. They're talking about. I guess when we were talking about the JoJo story.
Oh yeah.
And dance with your arms. Hang on here. Dudes with tits. Let's see. Oh, here it goes. Little Doggy said, little known fact, Patrick once considered getting breast implants.
I did. Vacation breast implants.
Yeah,
That's what they're called. Did you know you can get those?
Wait, what?
Vacation breast implants. They last like a week. That's not a joke. You can try them out to see if you like them or not. And I was like, I want to get some. If they're only going to last a week, why can't I get some installed for a week? Be like the best week of my life. I will take literally vacation and stay in my house. I will not go anywhere. All I will do is spend a week playing with my own boobs.
Play with your boobs?
That's it. Look at myself in the mirror, sideways, front ways, wondering should I get a BBL too, to balance this equation out so I can be Jessica Rabbit or whatever. Yeah, no, I'm staying home for a week.
So this is real.
No, that's real. It's legit.
Wow.
I'm not necessarily saying I would do that at all, but it is legit.
You had it all planned out, man.
I did.
I think you would do it.
I did plan it all out.
Yeah.
Just for a week, man. I mean, come on, man.
Just to play with your
And look, if you could wake up tomorrow with breasts for 1 week, you knew it was only for a week, you'd be like, yeah, now give me some real ones. I want something that's going to put my back in peril.
It's like it's like an attached stress ball.
Give me some lob lollies.
Right
yeah. And then I'm out for a week. I'm gone. You don't want to hear from me. Don't call me. I'm not selling no house. I'm not buying no house. Not doing nothing but touching my own boobs. That's all I'm going to do for a week straight.
Thank you, Dustin. Appreciate it. He said happy birthday to me.
Oh, yeah. Everybody wished my boy here a happy birthday. Big Rich.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you.
We
appreciate it.
For real. Speaking of...
Maybe we'll get you some boob implants.
That's it. See, mine's Christmas Eve, so you got plenty of time. Speaking of celebrities, this is interesting. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and I'm not into politics, y'all know that, but he recently ordered modifications to a room next to the Pentagon press briefing room to retrofit it with a makeup studio that can be used to prepare for TV appearances. The price tag several $1,000, but that is kind of funny that you want to put a makeup studio in the Pentagon so that the generals and whatnot can have makeup before they. You're a general. You're those kind of people. You're the military people. You're the Secretary of Defense. Please don't come out in any. Just don't. Just don't, man. Just wear your age proud, okay? Walk out there, no makeup, whatever blemishes, moles, pimples. Just walk the hell out there like a man and talk about stuff.
They've got an appearance to keep up, man.
Jesus, man. Come on, stop it.
You can't have, the hunchback looking freaking, what was it, Gollum from Lord of the Rings?
My precious. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. An in-house construction crew renovated the green room. The room previously had minimal furnishing, a table, chairs, TV, photos of former defense secretaries, and a mirror. Now they've got a new large mirror, makeup lighting, makeup. That's Hegseth doing his own makeup ahead of TV appearances, not paying for a makeup artist, by the way. The Secretary of Defense does his own makeup. I want y'all to know that.
The what?
The Secretary of Defense does his own makeup.
Oh.
That's great.
No,
this is a new world. It's a great world. Yeah, no. That's awesome.
He's not gay. He's just queer.
No. No, we're not. No, I think that means we got to take a break.
Hey, before we do
What?
that, because it looks like we do have our guest here.
Okay.
So we'll bring them in or talk to them or whatever.
Okay.
But I do want to remind everybody, listen, slam that like and subscribe button so hard it needs a cigarette afterwards.
Oh, that is pretty good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Slam it. How hard?
Slam it so hard it needs a cigarette afterwards.
That's pretty hard.
Right.
That's pretty nice.
Just
man.
do it, man.
You got to.
Get naughty with it. Give it a spank that it'll never forget.
Hold on. Now we're spanking the smash
Dude,
button?
I want them to do everything to it. Seriously.
This is very frightening to me. You're starting to scare me a
I
little
want them
bit.
to make that like and subscribe button squeal with delight.
No. This is... We gotta go to break. Let's go to break, shall we? Yeah.
Smash it!
Oh my God.
It built with Ally and high-tech microchips, silicone skin and unparalleled grip, equipped with only state-of-the-art hydrogen battery powers my heart. All functions normal, initiate AI spectrum. Of course it's without a doubt, I'm made with bolts and screws. Functionality is what I'm about. So what explains my feelings for you? Memory loaded and intact. I came off the assembly line from Quadrant 301 Blue, manufactured by Cyberdyne. Every part installed brand new. Diagnostics indicate all systems fine. But something must be wrong because I'm in love with you. Diagnostics re-engaged. I'm not programmed for emotion, but my circuits are flooded with feelings. My sensors detect no corrosion. In no way should I find you appealing. Rescan for errors. I have no glands that make me sweat. Nothing in my coding to create desire. So why does the back of my neck feel wet and my processor feel like fire? No moisture detected. I came off the assembly line from Quadrant 301 Blue, manufactured by Cyberdyne. Every part installed brand new. Diagnostics indicate all systems fine. But something must be wrong because I'm in love with you. Should I return to 301 Blue? Deposit myself in the crush station. I find myself just looking at you. Surely this is some mutation. Welcome back, Model 69 701. Let me just give myself to the robot arms from above. Being dismantled is all I can do. It's the only way to fight love. Activate Crusher. I came off the assembly line from Quadrant 301 Blue, manufactured by Cyberdyne. Every part is all brand new. Diagnostics indicate all systems fine. But something must be wrong because I'm in love with you. Goodbye universe. Goodbye factory. Goodbye to unreal dreams about you and me. And I just wanna tell you before I'm gone that system erased.
All right, right, we are back. It is Patrick and the people. And listen, man, I just want to mention, if you are looking for a solution for inflammation or anxiety, and you're tired of big pharma, maybe medical marijuana is not for you. At Botanical Alchemy Nutraceuticals, they're a veteran-owned company. They provide CBD sublingual recipes that are tailored to your specific need. And the great thing about a sublingual is it's 80% is absorbed by your body versus if you take it in another manner, a tablet, gummy, you're only getting 20%. And a lot of these things out there are very inconsistent. Not at Botanical Alchemy Nutraceuticals. You go over to bantx.com, bantx.com, and put in the promo code PATP25. Get yourself 25% off your first order. You'll be happy that you did. Jerry Brummett is one of the owners. He's been in here a few times. Great guy, and they'll take great care of you. Now, I'm very excited about our next guest. He's been on the program before. May 3rd, we've got a huge launching of VCW, Vapors Championship Wrestling, at the Benton location now, the Boys and Girls Club. And one of the bouts features one of our very popular wrestlers here in Arkansas, Mr. Chris Fortune. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, it's glad to be here. Thank you for having me back, Patrick.
No, I'm glad that you made it back. I'm glad you're here. So, man, it's a big event coming up. You've got a big match, right?
Yeah. So on May 3rd in Benton, Arkansas, as you said, there at the Boys and Girls Club, Vapors Championship Wrestling is putting on Age of Rebellion. I'm in a triple threat match going up against Cody Hayes and then Christian Cross. Now, these guys, I know a little bit about them. I don't know much about Karrion Kross other than he seems to be like a Timu Karrion Kross. There's a lot of similarities there in the name.
Oh, wow.
Cody Hayes, I don't know, what is he, like 4 foot tall? I mean, I'm wearing Dolce & Gabbana cologne and a Michael Kors shirt. I can crush this guy with my wallet.
Oh, wow. That's the wallet beat down, man. That's pretty good. So you're going. It's like a three-way fight, right? The three guys in the ring one time. Whoever comes out on top is the winner. Is that right?
That's right. It's a three-way dance, and a special caveat to triple threats is they don't really fall under your normal rule settings as a singles match. Automatically, there are no disqualifications. There's no countouts. It's almost anything goes.
So what does that mean for you in the ring?
Oh, hey, those who know me and know my history know I like to bring a little secret weapon with me from time to time that I like to place over my hand. If it gets to that, then that'll be the case. But I don't think that that's going to be the case. I went up against Cody Hayes before sometime last year. Look, I had this guy done in under 10 minutes. And, again, I don't know a lot about the Timu Karrion Kross, but the same guys for this guy.
Now, who is this? The other wrestler, Rich?
Christian Cross.
Christian Cross, and he's calling him the Timu Karrion Kross. Is that right?
That's what he's saying, man. I think you're kind of poking a bear with a stick there, personally. But
Timu is, you get things cheap there if you don't know. It's, the knockoffs of products more or less is kind of what he's saying.
Yeah, knockoff. I mean, you think this guy, Karrion Kross in the WWE. And then you've got an Arkansas wrestler,
Christian Cross.
Cross. So, I mean.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. You're saying maybe he's bagging someone else's identity to play with. Is that what you're saying?
No creativity.
Hey. Yeah.
Well, and so also with this triple threat match that, of course, Mr. Fortune is going to be in, this is our second step of our triple threat tournament.
Yeah.
So whoever wins this triple threat match will advance to the triple threat that we have in July, where we will crown our inaugural triple threat champion.
Okay, so there's several of these triple threat matches that have led to this or throughout this.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And then whoever wins that, the triple threat championship is our newest championship that we're going to be debuting, and it can be defended in any promotion, but only in a triple threat match.
I see. Okay. So you've got you're going up against two different people, and you feel like, man, I got this bagged up. This is a no sweat match for me. I'm just looking ahead to the next one where I'm going to be the triple threat champion. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, that's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, look, I've got nothing left to prove. I can easily get this gold around my waist and add to my repertoire. But look, this match here, easy peasy. I'm not concerned whatsoever. These guys are probably fighting. They've got a lot to prove. They're not known around the state. They're not well known anywhere. My name, you go to Texas, you go to Oklahoma, you go to Tennessee. My name is known. Nobody knows these guys. They're fighting for the lifestyle that I have.
Yeah, they're not the jet set type, right?
Not at all.
So tell me, Chris, how long have you been in the wrestling game now?
So we're coming up on 3 years now. And like I said, I'm not just wrestling here in Arkansas. I've made my debut in Oklahoma earlier this year, and then now in Texas as well.
So in 3 short years, you've managed to already get beyond the state of Arkansas into rings in Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas, places like that. What is it that's doing that for you? Why you?
Why me? Why not me? I mean, look at me. I've got the looks. I've got the money. And I've obviously got the skill. There's something about me you wanted me here on your show, right? So you tell me.
No, I like that. I like that a lot, man. I see that you have a lot of confidence about you.
You got to.
So you've been in the game 3 years. Who was your the big inspiration that said, what was the moment? It doesn't even matter who. What was the moment you were sitting there at home watching something and went, wait a minute, why am I not in the ring snapping necks and collecting checks?
Right. So, yeah, just a little backdrop on that. Like many wrestlers these days, we were super big into it as children. Some of us lost the passion and regained it later on. Some never lost it. I was one of the ones who lost that passion. I grew up watching The Rock, watching Sting, a couple of my favorite wrestlers.
Yeah.
And then about 3 years ago, we actually happened to take my son over to an independent promotion over in Hot Springs, and he was like, "Oh, Dad, you should be doing that. You should be in that ring." And then when you start to talk about things, and you've got these devices around us listening, then all of a sudden you start seeing ads show up on social media with race. Hey, we're accepting new trainees and things of that nature, and so that was kind of my pathway into it. And then once I got in there and I was getting told, I was catching on really well. I was, I really had something. I worked with William Blackwell, and very early on in my career, and he had expressed some words to me that were very encouraging, and I knew that this was for me, and I was going to do this for as long as I can.
Yeah. So, what are you looking for this year to end the year with, as far as what's your big accomplishment going to be for this year? What do you hope to come out with?
Yeah, so right now at some other promotions, I am actually engaging with some wrestlers who are in the National Wrestling Alliance, and have some feuds on the horizon, some feuds that have already passed. I wouldn't even call the ones that passed feuds, but they're building up for feuds, right? So I'm really looking forward to some more matches with some NWA counterparts. And I think that's going to be the topper. If I can find myself in some sort of ladder match this year,
okay,
favorite kind of matches, and I love to participate in those. And I think that's going to be my big goal for the year.
Okay,
so trying to capture some gold in a ladder match.
Capturing some gold in a ladder match. I like that. So, obviously to look the way you do, dress the way you do all of that. I mean, clearly you have some kind of regimen that you go by. You must be very disciplined. What kind of workouts do you participate in?
Sure. So I actually have a personal trainer. I have a home gym. I actually have a wrestling ring at my house. It's a part of my regimen.
You have a wrestling ring in your house?
At my house. I'll say that.
Okay.
It's at my house. So I have just a 16-foot training ring at my house that I utilize a few times a week. In addition to the home gym, I also have a couple of the other gym memberships, just depending on where I am in the country. Just so that I can stay on top of my workout. I mean, I'm doing CrossFit style workouts. Here lately, my regimen is just really being targeted on specific muscle groups. I'm having 300 grams of protein a day, really trying to tone up and get ready for this match on May 3rd.
Trying to get that bulk muscle in action. Is that right?
That's right.
Did you just wink your titties?
I mean, hey.
That's great, man. That's
Chris Masters ain't the only one that can do it.
No, I got you. No, that's impressive, sir. I've never been able to do that at all. I can't. I can, yeah. I know. I
He doesn't
can't
need boob implants. Like,
No, he can do that on his own.
It's
it looks
all
like.
natural.
No, it's all natural. That's right. That's right. So, how do you keep yourself in the peak physical, health in order to compete at this level? I mean, it has to be different than what normal people do, right?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of discipline, a lot of listening to your body. I had a charity benefit match a couple weekends ago, and injured my elbow a little bit. I probably shouldn't say that. My opponents may try to target that area, but I had a little elbow injury, so it's listening to my body. I took off a couple of days from my workout regimen where it would have been adding strain to that area of concern. But obviously, I can be flexible and then work other parts of my body, so I'm not digressing.
Right. Now, as a jet set, well-dressed, money-bagging wrestler, man, you have to see, fans all over the place interested in you. Are you married? Do you have a family? Is it just whatever ladies out there, or how does it work for you, man?
So I am married.
Oh, okay.
I've been married to my best friend for 3 years now. Yesterday actually was our anniversary.
Oh well, happy anniversary, man!
Thank you. We've been.
Did you give her a picture of yourself?
Oh hey, of course. She's got an autographed one right there on her nightstand.
Oh, that's nice. That's super nice, man. That's great. What did you do to celebrate your anniversary? How did you treat her?
So we
had a wrestling match. Man.
Of course we did. That's how we finished the night.
Yeah.
No holds barred. But we actually both worked yesterday, and so we just had a nice little romantic dinner at home with a candle and a nice table set up. But we're actually flying out to Washington, D.C. tomorrow morning, and we'll be there for a week. Kind of just taking in the sights and scenes, and we've both been there before, but just kind of
I'm sure you've probably been a lot of places, I imagine.
Well, he was just on a cruise, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Cruise off in Florida, Washington, D.C.
Now you're going to D.C.
Florida again next month.
Yeah, you're just all over the place. I mean, I guess when you're, this guy, you're just everywhere.
When you got the fortune, man. So every day is wedding anniversary.
Well, no, it probably is, yeah.
It is.
So
I'm blessed.
Yeah, clearly, no, I see this. So, what is it? With all the money that clearly you have already, what you just do this for the love of the sport?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Look, I've got to with all this money and I've got a lot of time on my hands, and traveling does get boring and tiresome from time to time, and so it is nice to shake it up a little bit. And when I do travel for wrestling. It's nice to get in there and put a little bit of hurt on people too.
Okay. Now, some people have said maybe that you might sometimes not always follow the rules, that maybe at times you've done things that some question whether they're ethical or not. How would you respond to that?
Look, just because something's a rule doesn't mean that it's right. So, rules are meant to be broken, rules are meant to be bent, and we're meant to stretch our limits. And so I'm just trying to test the limits.
I understand. Rich, what man, you're the wrestling expert here, man. What am I missing? What should I be asking? What am I not asking, Mr. Fortune, that we need to know?
Well, just obviously we talked about, you have the strategy. And you said you haven't seen much of Christian Cross or really had a chance to interact with him. Have you studied any footage of him heading into this triple threat matchup? Kind of. I understand you're confident, but confidence only goes so far. You got to have some type of strategy.
Look, I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch any footage of this guy in some dusty old gym trying to get ready for his next match when he literally has no chance.
It's just a done deal in Fortune's book.
It's a done deal.
It sounds as if, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you're saying, look, he's not even good enough for me to worry about that. Listen, this is a junk match I got to do to get to the next one so I can get this championship.
Look, I'm really more worried about tripping over Cody Hayes because I don't see him.
Wow. I think you just referred to him as a footstool.
I mean, given Cody Hayes is a short guy, but in another promotion, Wrestling with Pride, he did just recently claim the social media championship. So, I mean, he's seen some opponents, man. He's found some success lately. I wouldn't underestimate him.
I don't know that. I don't want to be counter.
No, you're
what
fine.
You're saying, but did you say the social media championship?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that requires anything but posting a picture.
I mean, he still had to be in a match to win. It was a battle
match?
royal. Yeah.
Did they tweet each other or?
No, they thought it was
it
was about 30 men.
What significance does a social media championship really hold when compared to a world title, to a United States championship title, to an intercontinental championship title? What relevance does a social media title hold? Really?
I mean, a championship is a championship at the end of the day. I certainly don't want to take away any of the validity of any championship, but
it just seems like a marketing tool to me. I don't know.
I can understand your feelings,
man. I mean, I
strong words, man.
No, I mean he's come in with heat, laying down the real words. I mean, I don't think you're backing off anything here, man. I mean, I think
I don't sugarcoat anything. Why would I? I didn't get to the point where I am by sugarcoating things.
No. Well, I can only respect that. I mean, it looks like you got a game plan and you're going into it to clean the streets up, send these kids home, and get on down the road to your next stop.
That's the plan.
You got it. So May 3rd, Benton, Arkansas, triple threat. You'll be there. You're ready to go. It sounds like, man. You're just waiting for the day to come around.
This is exciting because, when I look at Benton, and I think about, the things that come to Benton and the opportunities that we have to bring folks like Chris Fortune out, to Benton to put on a hell of a match and dust off a couple dudes for us is really cool.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not something that you get every day in Benton. And so everybody should be marking their calendar for May 3rd at the Boys and Girls Club in Benton. Now, can you get tickets in advance, Rich?
You can, yep. You can go to the Vapors, just go on Facebook, Vapors Championship Wrestling, and we have a link right there actually you just click on the link, it'll take you right to
what are tickets, maybe $50 a piece?
No, not even that, man. We're talking it's $25 for ringside VIP. That's basically
$25 for ringside VIP.
That's basically the first 2 rows of chairs, seats around ringside.
Okay.
After that, rows 3 through 5 are $15, I believe, and then general admission bleachers are $10.
$10.
Yeah.
So even the lowest of peasants can afford to attend.
Oh man, come on now! These are our fans.
I don't know that you'd want to say that. I mean, it's probably not going to win you a lot of support there.
I'm not really looking for support. I'm just looking to bust some heads and win some titles.
Well said, my friend. I mean, how do you argue with that? He's going to bust heads and win titles. Mr. Fortune, we're grateful that you took time out of your day to come in and sit on our show and help us get our ratings up because, we look for opportunities to get our ratings up and someone such as yourself with such international acclaim certainly will, make our numbers jump.
Be sure to let everybody know on your travels, man. PatrickandthePeople.com, man. That's where it's all at.
I can do you that solid, Patrick.
Man, we couldn't be more thankful. I mean, it's going to be a game changer. All right, we're going to take a break. Again, that's Chris Fortune. He's going to be there May 3rd, and you're going to want to be there.
And real quick, before you go to break, don't be shy. Give that like and subscribe button a rough tumble it's begging for.
Take a ride down Broadway. There's a party tonight. The 501's gonna be bumping. Guys better dress right. These Arkansas ladies jumping. And if it ain't us playing, it ain't that 501 party vibe. I mean, I'm just saying, we show the funkiest try. We ain't just funky, we funky in your face. We boosting up beats and pushing the bass. 501, so business we carrying beats in a briefcase. Let's go to work. Getting funky in the 5 to the O to the 1. They getting funky on University Avenue, way down Cantrell too. They bustin' beats out on Pleasant Valley, all the way across the city in a downtown Little Rock alley. You damn well know they bringin' that swing over around Geyer Springs. They all just wanna get funked. They wanna feel that backbeat, bouncing in the backseat, riding down these back streets. Put the track on repeat. We ain't just funky, we funky in your face. We boosting up beats and pushing the bass. 501, so business, we carrying beats in a briefcase. Let's go to work. Shout out up Arch Street with a funky beat. No funky beat. Shout out Stiff Station and rolling down Chenal. We in the 501, y'all. Tell me you're feeling this right. That's the 501 on any night. Beat so cold, your ass got frostbite. 501 so funky, we just lit your pilot light. Is that gas? We ain't just funky, we funky in your face. We boosting up beats and pushing the bass. Bumping in the rock, way out College Station, over at the Cowboy, shit, at the filling station. That's how it's done in the 501.
Must be time to come back, huh?
Must be.
All right, it is Patrick and the People, Rich Rockwell here. Man, that guy, he's got confidence, I guess, is what you would call that?
Yeah, I would say he's very confident.
He is confident, but now I know Cody. I mean, I've met Cody.
Yeah, you met him. He's been here.
Yeah, he's been here, and I know that he's not as tall or large as some wrestlers, but he's got a lot of scrap in him. I mean,
Right.
he's a scrappy guy.
That's what I was saying. He's not.
I don't know that he's just going to roll over for that,
Yeah.
so to speak, and be the footstool that Fortune wants him to be.
It's going to definitely be an interesting match, man, for sure. Andy Jones said he bet this dude would fold under some heavy recoil.
Oh yeah, did he look soft to him? Maybe he looked a little soft to him or something. I guess, with his nice, Michael Kors shirt and his shades. Good morning, Brandon Jacks. What's going on, man? Hey, I need Brandon Jacks. I need you to coordinate with Jay Sorsby. And you guys collaborate. He's got a great YouTube channel. You guys have motorcycles. He's all about motorcycles. You need to do that. Get with him on that. So what's going on, Rich? What's new over there?
I mean, over here on this side of the table?
Yeah. Did you pull up the, by chance?
I did pull up.
Let's talk about the big three stuff then for a minute, because it's really amazing what can happen, because 3 days ago, we were doing pretty good on X, formerly Twitter.
Yeah.
And now we were looking at numbers yesterday, and all of us were just marveling at the incredible spike that's happened because of this big three story we broke. I mean, we are literally being tagged, like commented everywhere.
News source,
all of a sudden we're the big three news source. So. In the short version, if you haven't been tuned in,
let's catch everybody up, because it is a lot going on.
It is a lot, and it bears laying out just a little bit. So you may have heard of the Big Three. Ice Cube and some other owners own the Big Three. It is a professional, semi-professional basketball league, 3-on-3 style ball, as the name implies. Big Three, and so you have former collegiate basketball stars, former NBA basketball stars, i.e. Dwight Howard, for example.
Right.
Owners that have been involved, like Snoop Dogg. Okay. So this is a big deal. It's been growing. So a few years ago, when they were really kind of in a struggle situation, they were trying to get their financial footing for the Big Three, get people interested in it, start getting people to attend where they could make money, because they had spent a lot of money, but they hadn't made a lot of money.
Right.
So they cashed in on the NFT craze. And NFTs are like invisible currency, just like cryptocurrency, okay? Similar in a way, okay? But with these NFTs, what they did is they said, well, we're going to make some team NFTs, and we're going to raise money with investors this way. And we'll use those to bring in investors, and those who buy them, we're going to make it special for them.
And pause just there for a minute.
I will.
Because we're not talking, like a gazillion, here's $5, here's $20. You're talking $5 to $20,000.
$5 to $100,000.
$5 to $100,000.
Yeah. We've got at least a couple of investor owners that I've spoken with who have invested six figures in it, several 25, 30,000. Our mutual friend, 5,000.
So we're not talking.
We're not talking about $10
panhandler on the side of the street that you threw.
No, you didn't buy a one-time $25 NFT that somebody drew in their bathroom. This is a professional organization using it to leverage funding to continue to operate.
Right.
Because we need help, we need funding, so we're going to offer this as a way for you to become an investor owner. We're going to provide you with some benefits, like, for example, signed merchandise, other merchandise,
tickets to the game,
voting rights for activities of the team, MVPs, things like that. So these were serious things. Ice Cube would address the investor owners annually. So according to the owners, and it's been going on for 2 years now. And I knew about it 6-7 months ago, and we were going to cover it then. And our friend asked me to hold off because they were still trying to work with the big three, and they didn't want to make them angry, Because they do love it, they are passionate about it, or they wouldn't have invested in it, right? But at a point, this time when they circle back,
or where your investment is going.
More than that, here's what happened. Not only they did get some tickets here and there, and Ice Cube did address them one time.
Yeah.
Beyond that, nothing else that they say had been promised to them has arrived. Nothing, and then to throw salt on that injury, all these teams that they invested in, all of a sudden, the big three puts them on hiatus. Meaning they're not doing anything. They're just sitting there spinning wheels. And they rolled out new teams that the cities are sponsoring that don't have anything to do with these investors. Who had the potential for profit sharing and money coming back to them, right? Now, obviously, it's not a guarantee. There's no investment that's a guarantee. But they feel like that the big three did an end around on them and kind of fleeced them. That they used them when they needed them, but when the time came, when the crunch time came, and they had a better opportunity, when a little better girl at the dance showed up, who didn't have a pimple on her chin, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, baby, I know I've been rocking with you all this time, but this chick's just way hotter. I gotta leave you here. I'm gonna dance with her for a little bit, okay? And that's how they feel. Now, I'm not saying these things are what they feel, and not. We have strong inside information. We are very well connected. We have a lot of people,
and again,
investors.
This isn't also just about money.
No, it's not. It's about the fairness of it is what it's about. It's about the people who support you. So they feel like they've gotten the end around. Well, so we broke the story. They came to us. Because we do know somebody, and that somebody connected everybody to us, which surprised the hell out of me. I was grateful. I am thankful to do it. It's really a great thing to do. But, after talking to them, hearing from them, it's like, look, even if there's more to the story, and maybe there's a lot more to the story, but the big three's not really talking. They put out something as soon as we covered it. We broke news. It went all over the internet. People started talking about it. Ice Cube's son liked it on social media.
Pat McAfee was
tagging TMZ, Pat McAfee. So we're taking the lead on this, right? And as soon as that happened, the next day, then the big three put out a statement basically saying, hey, we hear your voices. We want to make things right. But on the other hand, we don't really owe anybody anything. Okay, so, they kind of flexed a little bit. They kind of did a little swinging, a little meat swinging. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So they tickled you with one hand and slapped you with the other. So, we come back yesterday. We kind of share that information, continue to push it. And then, all of a sudden, a new account sprung up yesterday.
Right.
A new account that did not exist, has never existed, has never posted, and clearly it's an anonymous owner investor who has created this account merely for no other reason than to reach us.
A whistleblower, whatever you want to call it. You might as well call it that. Like, we have no idea who this person is.
I don't know who it is.
We have the technology to track it down.
I don't know who it is. I know that they created an account.
Right.
They posted this, and they tagged us in it.
And there's no profile picture.
There's nothing. So this account was created just to reach us.
Right.
So that we would share the information.
Right.
Now, I'm going to tell you in advance, there's a lot of information here. It's a lot to process.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So we're in the weeds a little bit. But this is really about the fairness of what's going on and getting the big three to not stomp on these investors who stood up for them when they needed it.
Right.
You know, who put their money on the line. And I know what they said. They said, well, we didn't get as many NFT investors as we wanted. Okay, so then the ones that you did get ought to be more special than anybody.
Right.
Because they're the only ones
that actually believe
that showed up to your camp, showed up with the money, showed up with the commitment and the passion when nobody else was.
Right.
And so you can't just kick them to the curb. So let's, he brought out. Let's hear what do you call it? What's the name of the?
So it's just Big Three Truth.
So they just called it Big Three Truth.
Yep.
Okay.
Now it's a lot here. I don't. If you want me to, I'm going to just read through them and you tell me to just whenever.
That's fine.
Okay?
That's fine.
All right. So he said.
Because he like 13 things he cited, right?
Well, yeah, because they came out. So let's back up here a little bit. And so basically, the Big Three came out and they sent this response.
Okay.
Says Big Three community, this offseason has been the most crucial one yet for us at Big Three. After concluding the 2022 season on a high note, our team immediately shifted focus towards securing financing for the league. Our aim was to eliminate any potential roadblocks, blah, 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 allow ample time, concentrate on marketing and innovation. However, and they acknowledge the lack of communication here.
Yeah.
They say, however, as many of you have noticed from the lack of communication, this process ended up taking longer than anticipated, causing frustration for all involved. We are dealing, and this is a part that gets me, we are dealing with confidential information and various moving parts, which makes it challenging to provide clear-cut answers when we cannot guarantee specific outcomes. Please understand this is not an excuse for lack of communication and transparency. We recognize we could do better, blah, 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 blah. So then it just says, moving forward, our goal is to make adjustments and execute exceptionally well on those changes. We can explore, whatever. All right. So basically they came out and said, hey, we understand we've been dealing with a lot of red tape. We haven't been able to tell you all about it.
Yeah, we know that we put all this out there for you, but we've been busy. New phone, who dis?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I hear you.
So this Big Three Truth account, this anonymous account, posted, the league's statement is disingenuous. Owners began raising concerns about the lack of direction and engagement from the league shortly after NFT mint in May 2022.
So that's
when it came out.
So they minted it in May of 2022, or right before that. And since that time, they have tried to communicate with the Big Three and say, hey, we're not getting what we feel like we're supposed to be getting here, right?
Right.
Okay.
He said, so he posted, more were raised shortly before or after that season began about promised benefits not being delivered. Calls for change continued after the 2022 season. He says, see screenshot, and unfortunately, I can't zoom in on this, but
right. I'm not worried.
It's from, their owner's chat. I assume it's on looks like Discord or something.
Yeah, okay.
But apparently in this screenshot there was a call that was promised by a Big Three rep. It never happened. And then this pattern of promises followed by no action deepened. There remained zero engagement from the league to the holders. This is where it all it
all starts to go south.
Right. And then it says, yet behind the scenes, the league. Oh, sorry. post it out here. Yet behind the scenes, the league was already stabbing owners in the back without having ever tried to meaningfully work with us. The league is currently bluffing as if they pivoted to their city-based model on a whim this past offseason. This is not true. The league stated to the press publicly in May of 2023, so a year from the start date.
Yes.
May 2022 we started. May 2023 they announced that that's what they intend to.
They were going to pursue a city.
They were right. They were going to go after the city. Yep.
Okay.
Which again, a brilliant idea.
No, it is. But it's exactly what you should do. Yeah.
The league did not act in good faith pertaining to the NFT project by virtue of the fact they never meaningfully engaged or worked with us, as the investors here.
Investor owners, yeah.
And announced plans to bait/switch the teams in early 2023. Again, we just covered that.
Yeah.
The league also made changes from 22 to 23 in terms of relabeling them from owners to NFT owners at game sites, on our seating lanyards, to how they referred to them on their chat. A clear move, again, to pivot away from the original intent of the NFT.
Right,
sale.
which is you're actually an investor owner. Right.
Right. Now they're, okay, you're an
NFT
owner.
Yeah, right.
NFT. Again, no disrespect, but... Then apparently in the Big Three statement, they stated most buyers planned on flipping their NFTs. This is speculation, and the league has no suitable evidence to support this claim. Most owners at the fire tier I am aware of have not flipped.
Okay.
So I guess basically Big Three's coming out and saying,
well, they just wanted it to go up so they could flip it and make money.
Right, so they could turn around and sell it.
Let me just pause. Let me pause there. Isn't that the goal of any investment?
Right.
To make money on it? So if it did and you sold it, would that not make it more valuable? That would be valuable to everyone involved.
I mean, you don't have NBA teams that go around.
You think people don't buy and sell Tesla stock or buy and sell Google stock? Of course they do.
Right.
Warren Buffett's bought and sold it 100 times. Right? I mean, that's how investments work. So why would they not do? I mean, if you have a healthy investment opportunity, people are going to come and go.
That's the American way: buy low, sell high.
Yeah. Go ahead, though.
All right, so we talked about that. To my awareness, those at the fire tier who have, so there are people that have flipped. Apparently.
Yeah, because there's different tiers. Yeah.
Right. Those at the fire tier who have did so because they saw the lacking engagement from the league as a sign of the project turning into the bait/switch it has become. And they thus bailed in order to recoup some value before the rug pull. Absolutely smart decision. If I'm seeing that, I may.
Well, and again, this is they're saying this is their side of things. This is alleged. This is all allegedly.
Absolutely.
But yes, to your point, if they thought, hey, I'm going to lose on this, let me cut my losses. Yeah, I can understand that.
Right. And then it says, Big Three has likewise characterized our investments as worthless, despite them having been made at a time the league was strapped for cash. So, again, a slap in the face right there.
No, I mean, that's what ultimately it comes down to, we came when you needed us, and then you didn't live up to what we did, and we feel slighted.
Right. They said in the Big Three's own white paper, they stated that where others may exploit hype to grab quick money and move on, Big Three will use the technology as a transformative tool to redefine fan interaction forever by bringing true value, utility, and ownership experiences. So this is what they were sold on. This
right.
Is,
no, I mean, you hear that.
They'll say, here's my proposal.
No, listen to that language. With ownership experiences, we don't want to be the same. We want to make sure this investment's good for you. We need you. We're going to give you an experience unlike any other. Being fleeced is not an experience unlike any other.
That's not.
It will make you feel a different way than any other.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just reading that.
No, you're good.
That's, so then he continues on, and again, this is all from Big Three Truth, this anonymous account.
Yeah.
The Big Three never intended by virtue of its actions to make this happen and has failed in its promise. The intent of the sale always was ownership with certain benefits, privileges, and rights pursuant to that. There's a treasure trove of discoverable evidence that supports the timeline, shifts in tone, and more in their own materials and owners chat. It will be interesting to see what the league produces next, pursuant to their statement in light of what we already have. And so just to kind of give you an example here, like I am going to cover over this because it's small, but I can read it some. What they were sold on, essentially, this is the proposal they give.
Okay.
As far as Big Three ownership goes.
Okay.
It's the dream of every sports fan to one day own their favorite team. For the average fan, it's enough trouble affording tickets to a game, let alone gaining access to unique opportunities and once-in-a-lifetime experiences. This is the sales pitch.
Right.
Like post-game chats with the players and coaches, or the ability to attend exclusive playoff after-parties with your favorite team.
None of this has happened.
None of it. As the market for professional sports grows, valuations are so high that only the extraordinary rich and elite have the means to access their ownership experiences.
Correct.
By embracing the future where others want to hold it back, Big Three aims to change this sad reality. Mm-hmm. That's their sales pitch.
Yeah.
All right.
And just listen to the language. I mean, it's empowering. It's telling you we need you, we want you, we're going to treat you like gold, you're important to us. And then, at least according to what you're hearing, it was really more of the same,
right?
Not anything new, different, or better.
And then this is I'm going to skip a whole bunch of basically
okay.
they're selling you on it.
Yeah.
This is we're in this season, we're doing this, blah blah
right,
blah. Okay.
Right.
This is where what really I feel is the meat and potatoes of it.
Okay.
All right. The owners of Big Three ownership NFTs will receive rights and deliverables of high actual value and utility in 5 areas.
5 areas.
5 areas. Ticketing.
Okay.
Merchandise.
Okay.
Experiences and activations.
Uh-huh. Direct
communication and voting rights.
And again, almost none of this has happened.
None.
I know the friend that we have, our mutual friend who was an investor, he's gotten some tickets and nothing else. Not even our friend has receipts of email messages back and forth between the PR person with the Big Three, where he's simply asking, can he possibly get the autographed ball that he was promised? And they went back, the guy kept saying, yeah, we're going to send it to you. I'm sorry we didn't, we're sending it. And then all of a sudden he just started ghosting him. Did he ever get an autographed ball at all? No. No, he has not. And this is what we're talking about is, while your intentions could have been good, maybe they were, I don't know. But something has failed somewhere.
Oh, big time.
Because you have all of these investor owners who are pissed off.
Right.
I mean, they're really, 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 really feeling taken advantage of.
And as you mentioned at the beginning, this isn't just over the last couple days that these guys were like, hey.
Since 2022.
Right.
I mean, this is a 3-year thing.
So we're in 2025 now.
Yeah. I mean, and so these investor owners put their money in. They've been patient.
Right.
It seems like they've been patient, waiting on the Big Three to step up and do what they said they would do in their minds.
Absolutely.
Now, again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not reading through all the legalese of every contract that's been signed or anything. So, yeah, I mean, but based on the spirit of what that says, it is not what they've received.
No.
Now, they may say, well, things change. Well, yeah, they do.
I mean,
but normally you communicate with your investors.
Right.
You deliver on the products you can deliver on. Why do you do that? Because they're the most important people on the planet to you. They're the ones who put the skin on the line and said, hey, we believe enough in your promise, not in anything that's happened so far other than your promise to us. That's how much we're passionate about this. We believe in your promise to us. So, yeah, we're going to give you this money in good faith to help you operate. And you just throw us the bones that you said you would.
Yeah, I was trying.
And they feel like they didn't get any bones. They got a bowl of half-eaten bowl of Alpo and some gristle. And they're like, yeah, this is a shit burger.
Well, yeah, and there's even, I found a post here where it actually lays out, like, some of the experiences and things they were supposed to get. I mean, outside of just, the umbrella of those 5 things.
Right.
But, yeah. First rights to experience teams, percentage of future team sale. So, I mean, there was already a promise of money made in it. Like,
yeah, I mean, at least, potentially. potential money to be made. Look,
Right.
any investment, I don't care what it is, there's a risk. You
Absolutely.
might lose your ass. It happens to people every single day. People invest, they lose. They invest, they lose. That's not what this is about. These individuals that I have heard from, spoken with, communicated with, it wasn't that they were averse to risk or they didn't know there was risk or they didn't know they might lose everything they invested.
Right.
But it's at least deliver to me what you said you would deliver to me along the way.
Right.
Right? I mean, at least you can give them the merch, the experiences, the seats, the tickets, the interactions with the players, all the coaches, all of that stuff is doable. And it doesn't cost really that much to do.
And it kind of like that kind of just made me go, wait a minute, what? Because earlier we were just like, it says right there, a portion of the sales or portion of the profit in the sale of teams. But then they're turning around and saying, oh, well, these guys are just trying to flip a profit. Well, they're just doing
okay, what are you doing?
If your team
what are
is
you
valuable,
doing?
then they turn
What
around
are
and sell
you
it.
doing? Trying to flip a profit.
Right.
Why are you going to a city mode? Because you can make more profit. Come on, man. It's exactly the same thing you're doing. They're taking your word. They went on faith.
Right.
They support you when you needed support and didn't have it. These are the gold standard fans. And to them, I'm not saying it did happen.
No.
To them, it feels like you squatted down and honked a dirt snake on their dreams.
Absolutely.
Okay? I mean, that's
very
what they're
valid
feeling
with that.
like.
Yeah.
And I in talking to them and listening to them and reading things, I just feel like some disconnect has occurred dramatically.
Something.
I've said before, Ice Cube's brand is a good brand. I've always liked Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Always liked him, all the way back to NWA. Liked him solo. Liked him, love him in Friday movies, the Barbershop movie. I mean, he's great. Everybody likes Ice Cube.
Right.
But I feel like
Somebody
maybe
needs to
somebody needs to grab Ice Cube and go, hey, man,
Right.
we got a real problem down
Right,
here,
right.
and we need you to get an extinguisher and get down here.
We need you to
because
step
we
up to the
screwed
plate.
up. We screwed up, and we need you to step up and help us clean this because we messed up, man.
Right.
We messed up, Cube.
Because somebody dropped the ball somewhere.
Somebody
and it snowballed.
Somebody didn't
into
just
this
drop
and-
the ball. They dropped the ball into a well that had nails at the bottom. The ball popped, deflated, and is laying down there being crapped on by rats.
Yeah.
That's how these people feel.
Absolutely.
And
Rightfully so.
I maybe, yeah. I mean, it sounds like it to me.
I'm sure there's going to be more updates tomorrow. It seems like every time we come on, there's
Yeah, I'm sure that we'll have other updates, and we're going to move on from it now. I didn't want to. I told you it would take a little bit longer on this because we're in the weeds on it.
Well,
but
it impacts so many people.
So many people, and so many people have reached out to us and thanked us, and said, "Please help us spread the word." I mean, it's what we do. I mean, they're people just like your people,
Right.
These are our people. They're people just like you and me who, we're not loaded up all the time. We don't just have every dollar in the world to spare. So when we invested, and not that should matter, but it does.
And as a promoter, man, and like somebody that's in sports entertainment, at least I'll say with wrestling, like it is hard to get any type of story out there to any type of news source, man.
Sure.
Like, so, people like the Patrick and the People show like us, we have somebody that, yes, is involved and, was able to pass it along, and we're able to use our platform to push it out.
But they had been to several other platforms.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
The notable platforms, the ones, the bread and butter media, but again, probably because Ice Cube is a media darling.
Right.
Probably because the Big Three is popular in a lot of ways. They don't want to rock that boat. They don't want to go into it because,
Right.
I don't want to do the work to see if really the Big Three did welch on their deal with all these people. But, when all these people come at one time, I mean, it's not one, loose cannon.
Right.
Some guy who's disgruntled.
Crazy and just mad.
Yeah, because he didn't read the fine print and got screwed over.
Right.
That happens. This is
Every day.
a large group, a very large group of people who were impacted and are reaching out to us going, thank
Please,
God
right.
somebody's talking on our behalf, speaking
Right.
on our behalf. Please don't stop because you're making a difference for us.
Absolutely.
So
and thank you for allowing us to make
yeah,
that difference.
absolutely. I mean, I'm it's an honor to do it.
It is.
You know what I mean? All right. What else is going on today, man? Anything?
Man, nothing today. I'm getting ready this weekend, the Saturday, out in Searcy. Remember, I said it right?
Yes, Searcy.
Yeah,
That is correct.
I've been practicing, man.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good.
Remember a couple of weeks ago, we were supposed to have that Natural State Wrestling debut out there.
Yeah.
And it got
the
flooded
weather.
out. Huh?
That's right, the weather.
Yeah, the weather. It flooded everything, and they canceled the event, so it has been rescheduled. So we're doing that Saturday out in Searcy.
Okay.
So yeah, come check it out. It's
Hell
a
yeah.
benefit show. I think they were talking about bring some, perishables or canned goods and
non-perishable items, things like that.
clothing items, for the homeless.
Yeah.
And they'll give you a discount on some tickets. So come
That's
check it
great.
out. It's going to be at the Carmichael Center. Other than that, I'm relaxing today. Tomorrow I'm going out.
All right. Well, let me mention that if you are, in need of a vehicle, Fitz Auto is the place to go. You know that. If you're in need of a beer, well, the place to go for that is, of course, Stone's Throw Brewing over at 402 East 9th Street. They got 14 beers on tap. And Theron wants you to come by, have a good time. For example, today, he'd like to give you prizes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's taproom trivia at 6:30 p.m. And first, second, and third place win prizes. You're pretty smart. Why don't you go out there, drink beer, and win stuff?
Right.
I mean, you're going to drink beer anyway. You like trivia. Why not combine them and be a winner, too? I
There you go.
Somebody's got to win. May as well be you, right? Who else? As well, I do want to mention Cabot Mechanical HVAC. Look them up if you're looking for, an HVAC system. I don't find anybody to be more honest or fair than Cabot Mechanical. I've referred them to many people, every single one satisfied. They are phenomenal at what they do. You've met David Lindsay on this show. You've met all of our sponsors on our show because, these aren't people in far-off corporations somewhere. They're people right here in our area. So you're supporting your neighbors when you support that. Riggin Law, if you're needing help with any type of civil or criminal action, Riggin Law, Kristen Riggin over there can help you. Go to Riggin, RIGGAN law.com. I love Kristen because you go to attorney's office, sometimes you feel, like you're out of your league, like you're in the principal's office. You feel a little talked down to, you feel, ignorant. With Kristen, you never feel that way. She's just having a conversation with you about what's going on and how you're going to fix it. And she's very, very good at fixing
I
it.
think all my friends just woke up.
Did they? Okay.
I just got flooded with like 5 or 6 happy birthdays.
Yeah, right. It is Rich's birthday.
It is
Everybody
my
wish him a happy
birthday,
birthday. And then Reed Firm, if you go to the Reed Firm, man, listen, if you are in need of someone to help you out with contract law, with injury, injury is nothing to play around with. And Tim Reed over there, he knows how to get you money. Now, Tim's not one of these guys on a billboard holding up a big rig with a big smile on their face. They don't have their dog in their ad. It's none of this BS where you never even see that person once you get in the law firm. You're going to meet Tim. You're going to talk to Tim. You're going to get to work with Tim directly, and he's going to help you get you what you need. So go to reedfirm.com. Check them out over there at the Reed Firm. They are amazing people. Tim is good people. Pretty funny guy, too. You'll enjoy him. What's going on over there, birthday
One of my
boy?
friends just messaged me. He said, "Welcome to the Almost Sporty Club, where the only thing popping off is your knees and joints."
Heyo. Yeah. What are you going to do anything tonight special?
Nah, man, it's weeknight, Thursday night.
Did your mom call you this morning for your birthday?
Yeah. I got the happy birthday call.
Yeah. My mom every year it's going to be the same thing.
Yep.
I'm going to pick up the phone. Before I can even say hello, I'm going to hear her start singing some rendition of Happy Birthday.
Yep.
is kind of cringy, and you have to sit through, because you love her, and you're going to go, if you didn't get these calls, you'd be sad.
Yeah.
I know, Mom.
Yeah,
I would.
you're
And you're right.
right. You are.
Then in my mom's case, she's going to go, I remember X number of years ago. I know, Mom.
Yeah.
I know you do. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great day. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you. I love it.
It's kind of funny because my mom always said, she said I was the easiest pregnancy ever.
Yeah.
I just rolled around, and then, in fact, they had to actually induce her to, get me, to get her to give birth or whatever.
Oh, yeah, because you were so lazy you didn't want to come out.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to, and that's why, that old line that your parents always used to say to you of, I brought you in this world,
I'll take you out. Yeah.
I'd always just fire back at her, and I'd be like, please do. I didn't want to come into the world in the first place.
I was resisting. I was resisting as it was, yeah.
You and the doctors made me.
Yeah, no, that's great.
No, but she did call up. Thank you, Mom, for the birthday call. Mine always goes with it's the happy birthday song, and then it's I saw or read this funny story that you should tell Patrick about.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm like, okay, let's
That's
hear
great,
it, Mom.
man. No, that's great.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
She loves watching the podcast. And,
That's awesome, man. Well, we appreciate her a great deal. Tasha was talking, we were talking about Jelly Roll and him getting pardoned, and she says he does so much for the community. He does.
He does.
I said he couldn't buy a house in a certain area because they wouldn't let him join the country club the house was in because he had a criminal record, right? No, and I'm all for pardoning Jelly Roll. Listen, I'm down. I like Jelly Roll. I think whatever he did, he's got enough songs now that I can live with it. So yeah, give him the pardon. He does do a lot of good stuff, and he's the new celebrity in my mind.
Absolutely.
Him, Post Malone, Mr. Beast. These are celebrities who give their money regularly to help others in the community.
Yeah.
And they're very visible about it. They're very out there with it. And it's not just always for ratings. It's for kindness. It's to help people. Now, Mr. Beast leveraged ratings and helping people, which good for him.
Right.
Because that dude does a lot. I don't give a damn if you like him. I don't care if you think the dude is commercialized. He put 500 wells in Africa, water wells,
right,
that the government couldn't do or didn't do. So yeah, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, he's
if you think he's sensationalized, commercialized, whatever,
he uses it for the right thing.
He does
do it.
Yeah, I don't give a damn. Keep helping. That this is really, what I'll tell you. I love seeing it because who else was I just reading about that's that way? God, who's giving away? I was just reading this morning about another celebrity who really is giving away. Oh, I know who it was. James Hetfield of Metallica.
Oh, okay.
He has given away $50 million in his life so far to charity.
That's awesome.
To different causes, different charity.
And it's not like they're not going to make that money back.
No,
I mean,
but listen to this. He lives on a $250,000 ranch.
Yep.
He drives, at least in the article at the time, he was driving an old Ford F-250.
Yeah.
That is like from the either late 90s, early 2000s.
Yep. Smart.
And he gives more money away than he keeps. And that's what I'm saying is,
and that's really what it's supposed to be.
Don't look to the government to give you money, man.
Right.
These folks, this is great. This is inspirational. Let these folks see you doing that, and others join in.
And that's the way that I've always looked at it. Like, man, if I ever made it big, I don't want to be big. Don't get me wrong. Of course, it's nice to be famous and be in demand and be everybody wanting you. Absolutely.
But how does it feel? How does it feel to be on top of the world and walk?
Not have anybody to share it with.
Right, and walk by your friends who are struggling.
Right.
Exactly. or your community who's struggling, and you're big step and big money, big guy,
right,
big man on campus,
I'm gonna help
and
them,
you're walking past all these people struggling with a disaster or this or that or the other.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that celebrities are required to do anything.
No.
They're not. They're not. But
you do get a lot of respect from me when you choose to.
If you take that money, instead of just yelling at people,
right,
and telling them how they're a piece of shit and how they don't vote the way they should or whatever it is, screw all that. Go in the community and make a difference in the community. Forget politics. You know what happens to your money when you give it to politicians?
Right.
They pay themselves. It never goes to a goddamn thing that's worth anything. That's what it goes to. Billions upon billions of dollars they spend to tell you how you suck or the other people don't.
Or to test if they can get chimpanzees drunk or whatever.
Do you know what could be done with the amount of money spent on campaign ads?
Oh, absolutely.
Just one time, take all that money. And that's what I don't even understand about these fundraisers. It's like, man, you're so stupid. Do you see Mr. Beast? Do you see his model? Make a model like that.
Right.
Okay, go make a model where you raise money and you do something with it besides another commercial. Besides telling me that Trump is terrible or Biden's terrible or whoever's terrible.
Come out with a commercial that said
and that's, this is what Jelly Roll, this is what Post, this is what Mr. Beast. These people are bypassing all the bureaucracy bullshit.
Right.
And they're going into communities and they're helping individual people in their lives.
Right.
And that means something.
Absolutely.
Way more than whatever you can say in a stupid commercial. Because I'm going to be honest with you, 99% of the political crap that they argue about, we don't give a shit.
No.
You know what I care about? How much is gas? Egg prices. Do I have a good job? Right. Can I take care of my kids? Is school good for them?
Can I go?
Can they learn something in school?
And afford, going and having a fun family day.
Yeah, those are the things we care about.
Right.
The rest of that crap, who gives it? Man, I don't care who's in what bathroom if they're not bothering me. Okay? Now, if you're bothering me or some kids, you can get your ass beat.
Right.
Okay? We'll solve it. Come on to Saline County. We'll solve it for you. We'll help you.
There you go.
But I'm saying that, I appreciate the hell out of these celebrities that actually are in communities caring about people.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of you probably feel similar to that.
I would think so. It's always great to hear a story about a humble celebrity that still remembers where they came
the Keanu Reeves of the world who, just are helping, just out riding the subway because he can.
I mean, I've always said, if I ever won like the Mega Millions when it's, up to like the billions of dollars, man, I'd go buy like a plot of land and make a compound for me and my friends. And what kind of house do you want, Patrick?
We'll have a cul-de-sac cruise,
right?
Where I can be around people I dig. And I'm down with that, but I'm also going to take a lot of that money and do good things.
Right.
I know a lot of people, and there's a lot of people I know. There's a lot of people I interact with on a daily basis who could benefit from some help.
Absolutely.
And if I could do it, I damn sure would.
Absolutely.
If I could be Mr. Beast and go around and help people in our community and do things like that, I would do it every single day for the rest of my damn life.
But that speaks to your character.
I'm not looking for an insult. I'm just saying that's what I would. I would be.
No,
I would be elated to live that life and help people.
There are the people out there that do live that life, and they think we're just, the
you're
dirt
to be stepped on.
You're
beneath them. They made their money. Now they're going to sit and enjoy all of it without you bothering them.
Right.
The world is noisy and bothersome unless I'm on a stage and I need to. Tout some political statement so I look good.
Yeah, so I can go buy my yacht.
Nobody cares what you think as a celebrity. I don't care how you voted. I don't care what you think about it.
Yeah, because
you're an actor.
What you voted on is a completely different set of issues.
Listen, first of all, you're disconnected from reality probably in a lot of ways. You live a different life than most of us. Second of all, I'm not going to listen to you tell me how much of a piece of shit this country is when you got rich in it.
Right.
Your ass got rich in this country. Stop telling me it's a piece of shit.
By everybody.
Why don't you give all of it back then? Give it all back.
Yep.
Give it all back and leave.
Yep.
That's what I say, Quit being disingenuous. Just instead of telling people they're pieces of shit, just take your money, go to the ATM, get some money, go out in the community, use the money.
Right. There you go.
Don't get on another stage and preach to me because I don't care.
It's a simple formula, man.
I don't care about your political point of view. I don't care what you think about abortion. I don't care what you think about immigration.
No.
I don't give two shits what Jelly Roll thinks about any of that.
Right.
But I sure want to hear him sing, and I love to see him help people in the community.
Absolutely.
End of story.
Simple. Looks good.
Sorry, I was on one.
No, man, you're good. You're.
No, I really was on one.
There's nothing that I don't agree with about that. But yeah, you were.
No,
welcome to the Thursday rant, everybody.
Yeah, it was just one of those random moments. No, I understand what you're saying, Governor Hot Wheels. No, if you have a penis, you're not allowed in girls. Yes, obviously I'm saying that.
Subject,
no, I understand. I said what I said tongue in cheek.
Right.
I don't care about the bathroom issue. What I mean by that is, if I'm being honest, Okay? If I'm being 100% honest. Yes, no, I don't want that happening in schools, for sure. I'm really passionate about that. But if I'm being honest, in my entire life, in every bathroom I've ever been in, and I assure you, it's numerous. I don't know how many bathrooms I've been in my life. Probably more than anything else in my life. I've been in bathrooms across the damn nation. I've once in my life, when I was in my 20s, stood next to a man in a dress peeing at the same time. It was a very odd experience. He was very pleasant, very kind. You know, we didn't have any problems. But beyond that, I've never had an experience in a bathroom where something like that was going on, and I felt concerned about it. I'm wondering how many in all your bathroom trips you've had.
I mean, really,
and so my point is, yes, I get the crux of that argument. I really do. And obviously, I don't want people with Johnsons going in little girls' bathrooms. I don't think that's good. I don't think anybody in reality thinks that's good.
No.
Okay? Having said that, again, I want to know how many times have you gone in a bathroom and had an experience where you see someone of the opposite gender in your bathroom? And the answer is probably very few.
I was going to say, I've run into more cross-dressers, transgenders, you know, whatever you want to, and I don't say ers in a bad way, just you know, plural.
Yeah.
I've run into more of that out on just walking down the street than I ever have in a bathroom.
Right. Yeah, or at the store. Yeah, whatever.
That's what I mean. You know, just
I saw a dude in I saw what appeared to be a man in a dress, had a beard and whatnot. May identify as a woman. I don't know. Okay, and I don't like playing that game. But my point being is, you know what I did when I saw him? I took a look. I kind of giggled a little in my head. I'm sorry. He had a full beard and a dress. That's a little humorous. Okay, a little bit, maybe. And I kept walking to my car. That's what I did. I didn't think any more about it.
Right.
I didn't go call anybody and say the world's coming to an end. I just got in my car, started playing my music, and you know what? I was back in my own world, and it didn't matter.
It's kind of like when you go to the circus, man. You know, you go, you get entertained, and then you go home and you talk about all the lions and tigers. And
some of them dress circus lions.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what.
That's wrong. Damn it. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. That is wrong of me, and I should be better than that. I'll do better.
Good time.
Well, I know. Anyway, what a great day it's been. It's Rich's birthday, everybody. Woo-hoo. I just need everybody to go to Rich's Facebook page, blow it up, wish him happy birthday. You know, send him stuff, send him something.
Say, if y'all want to donate, it's UberDad26 on Cash App.
UberDad26.
UberDad26.
Cash App, my boy. Something for his birthday. Send him a $5.
I put it in there.
Send him a nickel. Send him $1. Send him
$5.
anything. I got $5. Well, yeah, man, help the guy get a bag tonight. That's what he needs. He's got a fundraiser.
Or at least a strong drink. Something.
Yeah, help him out. Yeah. Strong drink or a bag, depending on how generous you might be. You know,
it's been fun hanging out with you all week. I'm off tomorrow. Is Chad back tomorrow?
Yes, Chad will be back in tomorrow. We missed him this week on Monday.
Man. But I'm glad that I was able to come in.
No, I'm glad you did too.
Absolutely, always.
By the way, if you're looking for a home, if you're thinking about buying a home, I do want to tell you this. It's a damn good time. And I'll tell you the reasons why. A, rates have come down some. B, prices have come down a lot. The market has settled in Arkansas, and it's a good thing for buyers. All right? The market is settled, so rates are down. Prices are down. That's an unusual combination. Normally, rates go up, prices come down. Prices come down, rates go up.
Gotcha.
That's how the game normally works. Right now, you've got both of them down a little bit. There are a lot of competitive programs for first-time buyers, grant money, down payment assistance, all types of things. So I'm helping people. Now, listen, let me just tell you straight out, because you want to know the truth, right? You don't want people to bullshit you. You probably want to be at a 680 or better on your credit. If you're not at a 680 yet, set yourself a strategy. Download Credit Karma or one of these apps that will guide you through it, help you, dispute things, clean things up, get your payments current, caught up, get yourself to a 680 or better, okay? And then we can talk about the possibility of you buying a home. And maybe you don't need as much money as you think.
Hey, And on top, just to cut in there for
Yes.
a second, if you need to, and I did this myself because I am on that path of I'm trying to build myself to being able to buy a house. Right. Grok helped me. I went to Credit Karma. I put in all my accounts and everything. I put in how much I make, what I have to spend bill-wise on, my necessities of life.
Yeah.
And it came up with a budget for me
Really?
to pay off all my debt within a year and build my credit
That's dope
score
as
by
hell.
100
I didn't know it would
points.
do that, but
and
that's
I'm on
dope.
it, and it's been paying off. So.
Listen, this is what I'm talking about. Get wise to your finance, okay? Learn to play the game. There's a game to play.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to play it. All right? So you want to be at a 680 or better in order to take advantage of financing today in the market. All right? If you can do that, and look, you might be like, man, I'm at a 500 now. Okay, I've been there. Okay, maybe it'll take you 6 months or a year. Maybe it'll take you 2 years, but would you like to have a house in 2 years or no? It's better than no house, right? Yeah, of course it is. You'd be crazy to say otherwise. So, yeah, man, listen. But if you're at a 680 or better and you've been thinking about buying a home, I can help you. I can definitely help you. And there's a lot of great deals on the market right now. I'm really doing a lot of negotiating right now. I've been helping some people save a lot of money, not just in their, upfront costs, but in the actual price of the house. So we're doing a lot of good negotiating. So give me a call, 575-5485. Hit me on inbox on Facebook. You can reach out to me through the show, patrickandthepeople.com. However you need to get a hold of me. Look, I do talk a lot of smack and have a lot of fun and say silly stuff. But when it comes to helping you buy a house, I'm a pit bull. I'm going to help you get what you want, and I'm going to work hard until we find it. And we will have a good time doing it, but we're going to get the job done. For all the joking and BS, I'm a professional, and when it comes to real estate, I'm deadly serious about getting you the best deal. If you go over to Zillow, look at the reviews. They're all 5 stars. And everybody will say the same. You'll see it in almost every review, above and beyond.
Yep.
Because that's what I tell myself with every client that I have is if I don't end this going above and beyond, I'm not doing my job. And I want everybody to have that experience. Moreover, you deserve that experience. Don't let somebody who's not passionate, somebody who's lazy, somebody who's just trying to write a number show you homes. That person's not going to, they're not in it for you. All right? Whatever I need to make, I'll make. Don't worry about that. Let's worry about finding you what you need.
There you go.
But don't feel like, because when I bought a house, it's what made me get into it. When I bought mine, I felt so blindsided by so many different things that I didn't know. I was ignorant about. I didn't know what my options were. My choices weren't presented well to me. I didn't know where I could have saved money, where I could have not spent money, where I should have spent money. I didn't know what to look for on an inspection. I didn't know what all that even meant.
Right.
And
it's overwhelming.
It can be, unless you have someone who gives a damn and wants to help you get what you need. Okay? That's what I want to do. So reach out to me if I can. I mean that. I would be honored
Latasha
to help
says,
you.
Latasha says she's already told her mom they're going to use you to buy her house.
That is nice. That's nice. Well, I would be very honored and thankful to do so. I've got a family right now. The brothers, we're about to close on his house. The sister's getting ready to get one. Mom's going to get one. I'm going to treat you like gold. I promise you, you won't find a realtor who's going to work harder for you than I will, or care more about what you need and work harder to make sure you get it.
Latasha also says that she might stop by tomorrow.
Oh, please do.
Which I'm kind of mad about.
No, please do. We would love you.
I know
Friday
y'all
show's
would, but
perfect.
I've been here all week. She got to laugh at
you
my
know
pain
where
of
we're
the minstrel
you know where we're located, sir. I know, but you know where our office is.
All right, I may have to pop up.
You know where our office is. If you want to see Tasha Mack,
I want to come.
Roll your ass up here and see Tasha Mack. Get a picture with her and whatnot. Class yourself up a little bit for your birthday. I kid.
Hey, remember, real quick before we go, I just want to tell everybody to, show that like and subscribe button. Who's Boss? With a hardcore mash, it'll feel for days. No? You like that?
No, it was fantastic.
I was thinking of some of these yesterday, man.
No, I love it. I like what you did today. I really do. It's making me smile a little bit. So it's a good way to approach it. Really bang that like.
I was trying to think of ways we could, spice it up. You said
I love it. I do like it. I like it.
I've got more. I've used some of them today.
No, that's great. Yeah.
Get those fingers dirty and grind on that like and subscribe button till it's blushing.
Yeah, no, that's working it. Yeah, especially on YouTube. If you don't mind, we'd love to have you at us on YouTube. But Tasha Mack said she works Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Well, I've been here Monday and Wednesday this week.
Hey,
too.
Don't you talk to the Tasha Mack like that, son.
UberDad26 on Cash App. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me for my birthday.
Yeah, send him some birthday change, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right.